Have you ever considered taking on a serious fixer-upper project? These abandoned homes might be a little rough around the edges, but they are brimming with promise. From a bargain family home in New York to a prime piece of real estate in Utah, these tumble-down treasures are just waiting to be rescued. And prices vary all the way across the map. You can go anywhere from this home in New York for only $8,000, or you can go all the way to Montana for this $72 million abandoned estate. So these are abandoned mansions in America that can be purchased right now. Up first is our shiplap home in Syracuse, New York. If you're working on a tight budget, then this charming shiplap home could well be within your reach, with a price tag of just $8,000 and estimated renovation cost of $70,000. This pad is incredibly affordable. Plus, its decent exterior and cozy interior only add to its appeal. Spanning 1,700 square feet, this abandoned house was built in 1910, but clearly hasn't been occupied for some time, nor given any love. In fact, the city of Syracuse took ownership of the home after it had been left vacant for years. First listing it for $18,000, but reducing the price after struggling to find a buyer. It's likely people have been put off by the amount of work needed to bring the house back to a livable state, but there are countless great details that would make the restoration well worth it. For example, the home benefits from a large bay windows, high ceilings, brick fireplaces, and even hardwood floors. But all of these elements will need to be carefully repaired. Not to mention, it also has 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. There's a large kitchen and a living room and spacious attic that could be converted into a private master suite. It's in need of a keen fixer-upper to invest some love into the once bustling family home. We still think the property is a real bargain. What do you guys think? Up next, we go to Dayton, Montana for a $72 million private mansion on an island. Are you looking for the ultimate abandoned home far away from the crowds? Then this huge property on Cromwell Island might just be the one you're looking for. For $72 million, you could own the entire island, including the enormous main home and guest villa. Construction on the main property started in the 1990s, when the current owner and her late husband purchased the plot. The building works continued for a decade before the couple moved elsewhere. The villa was originally designed to emulate the 16th century French architecture, and as such, even though it remains unfinished, the 45,000 square foot building radiates grandness. A true investment. This home was built to last, and the concrete shell case was reinforced with epoxy-coated rebar. Now the building sits empty, waiting for a new owner to breathe life into this astonishing piece of architecture. This space is laid out as a 3 or 4 bedroom home with 9 bathrooms, but the incomplete nature of the property means there is plenty of flexibility when it comes to the floor plan. Imagine what you could do with all this space. And this isn't just a villa, the entire island is also included in the price. Cromwell Island sits on Flathead Lake, which provides a dramatic backdrop to the villa. Larger than Lake Tahoe, this body of water spans almost 200 square miles. Staircases in the main entrance are inspired by the hanging staircase in the Nathaniel Russell House in South Carolina. While a helical staircase takes visitors up to the North Tower, the guest villa is all but complete and just awaits finishing touches to transform it into a cozy living space. The property could also double up as a caretaker's residence. Travel is mostly by boat. Accordingly, this property comes with 5 slips ready to accommodate every kind of seaworthy vessel up to a 70-foot yacht. And I promise you, this is the most expensive house out of all of the ones I show today. Up next, we have a historic brick mansion in Beaver, Utah. This amazing historic home in Beaver, Utah proves that you don't always need a huge budget in order to buy something grand and impressive. Listed with J.D. Reese for just $250,000, the sprawling spread is almost too good to be true, so let's go ahead and take a look around. This pad was built in 1888 and still features many of its original finishes, but thanks to years of neglect, the property is in serious need of repair works. From its peeling wallpapers and flaking ceilings to huge damp patches that can be found throughout, the buyer of this house will have to roll up their sleeves for sure. The beautiful brick home comes complete with an entrance porch, a large kitchen, living and dining rooms, 3 bedrooms, and also 3 bathrooms. From its high ceilings to its brick fireplaces and handcrafted timber built-ins, there are endless architectural details the new owner should salvage. The master bedroom even comes equipped with its very own private balcony, providing plenty of bang for your buck. You'll also gain a half an acre of land and a standalone brick garage that could easily be converted into a home office or even a rental accommodation. It might need work, but this property is definitely a hidden gem. Up next, we have a Victorian mansion in Battle Creek, Michigan. With its quaint turret and cornflower blue exterior, this magnificent Victorian residence sits in Battle Creek, Michigan, and is on the market with Troxic Realty for a discounted price of $109,000. This beautiful piece of architecture is looking for a new owner to take it under their wing. The beautiful woodwork and exquisite fireplaces are found throughout the property, illuminated via sunlight through its intricate glasswork and original stained glass windows. The home is being offered through the Calhoun County Land Bank's Transform This Homes program, where buyers agree to rehab the home within a certain time frame. For more details about this, contact Troxic Realty. Charming original features can be found within this forgotten gem, including beveled glass in some rooms, beautiful woodwork and trim throughout, and 2 fireplaces with rather attractive side pieces. Spanning an approximate 3,500 square feet of living space, we're sure that there is plenty of hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. There are 5 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms in total. There's also a walk-up attic on the top floor that's just waiting to be converted into additional living space. The roof shingles and decking for the roof were replaced in 2018, so there has been a few updates over the years. We'd love to see how an ambitious new owner returns its home to its former beauty. First, we go over to Dallas, North Carolina. Built around 1847, this crumbling wood-clad home in Dallas, North Carolina has seen better days. For sale for just $88,000, it's a fixer-upper for sure, but best suited to an ambitious buyer with plenty of renovation experience. With its 2,000 square foot of interior space and a pretty poor condition, the home is redeemed by its promising original features. The living space pictured here offers a traditional brick fireplace. However, the peeling damp walls would have to be tackled first before any restoration work could get underway. What once may have been a sizable bedroom is now an empty shell with a moldy ceiling and wood clay walls, in need of serious attention. However, if you can see past these obvious issues, the room could be an attractive space once more, thanks to the large windows and airy proportions. With the half-finished deck, crumbling roof, and piles of rubbish, the backyard of this house is very much a work in progress. Nonetheless, it could be a peaceful sun trap once the major structural issues have been taken care of. Up next is a 1920s gem in St. Matthews, South Carolina. Built in 1920, this abandoned 3-bedroom craftsman house has seen better days, with Mother Nature threatening to reclaim this home. However, despite the trailing vines encircling the property, the listing insists that the property has good bones that were built to last. With incredible 12-foot high ceilings and a grand total of 6 fireplaces, the historic treasure is a steal at $138,000. Located in St. Matthews, South Carolina, across the street from the town's water tower, the listing peddles the rumor that the property has the strongest water pressure in town. Spanning 1,600 square foot of living space and harboring some intriguing historical features, including original fireplaces and floorboards, there's no shortage of potential here. However, it's clear from the sorry state of the interior that there's plenty of work to do to bring the property up to a habitable standard. Magnolia and pecan trees pepper in the front garden, while the backyard could become a beautiful alfresco living space with a bit of elbow grease. For an ambitious buyer with some renovation experience under their belt, this could be the opportunity of a lifetime. Our next house is in Jacksonville, Florida. You could bag yourself a tasteful duplex for just $150,000. On the market with Compass, this quirky home dates back to 1924 and its interior appears not to have been updated very much since. The 2,100 square foot brick home certainly has a lot of potential and is currently split into 2 units. Each features a spacious family room, a kitchen, an old-fashioned bathroom, and 2 bedrooms. There's a lovely front porch and a carport for parking. Clearly, the apartments haven't received a lot of love because they're both very run down, with crumbling plasterwork and rotting floors. Yet they come with gorgeous windows, vintage light fixtures, and brick fireplaces, highlighting how nice the interior could have been if it was given a little love. The house also features some seriously amazing retro bathrooms, one with the sage green walls and the other one with the eye-watering pink and yellow theme. The new owner could choose to renovate the apartments and lease them out, or sell them on their own, or even return the property back to a single home. What would you do with this place? Next, we go to the old schoolhouse in Plymouth, Wisconsin. If there's a part of you that misses the ring of the school bell and recess in the yard, then this property could be the perfect nostalgic investment. The former schoolhouse, located in Wisconsin, is on the market for an A-plus price of $215,000. Built in 1900, the historic building expands just over 1,000 square feet but it's full to the brim with lovely features. The main room, for example, boasts 12-foot ceilings and plenty of original schoolhouse fittings, including a wall of chalkboards, built-in bookcases, and even a drinking fountain. The room is also enclosed by 9 huge multi-paneled windows. Other historic elements include the building's exposed brick walls, original wood floors, and the church-like seating areas. While some of the spaces inside seem to have been restored fairly recently, others have been neglected and are in need of some finishing off, like this upstairs room, which could be your new bedroom. Sitting on 1-acre parcel, this abandoned school could be transformed into a family home, an events venue with plentiful space for guest parking, or even a quirky holiday home. The choice is really yours. Up next, we have a Tudor-style home in Tulia, Texas. If you have a slightly larger budget, then this adorable home might be the one for you. Located in the city of Tulia, Texas, the Tudor-style property was constructed in 1926 and features a rather enticing exterior with endless appeal. Listed with Van Pelt Real Estate for a mere $58,000, the super cute home is also incredibly cheap. Inside, you'll find 1,700 square foot of space laid out across 2 floors. There's a large living room, dining room, and kitchen, 3 bedrooms, and also 2 bathrooms. Everywhere you look, you'll spot amazing time warp touches. While the compact kitchen has seen better days, the mustard and brown shag pile carpets that can be found throughout the house are beyond retro. There are some plus points though, including the home's tiled fireplaces, arched doorways, and sash windows. There's also spacious and fenced backyard, a covered patio, a detached garage, and a single carport. However, the home does need some work, and there's currently no central air or heat, so that's something you can add to your to-do list. Up next, we have a historic townhouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. If you're a buyer in Ohio and want to gain plenty of bang for your buck, then this abandoned townhouse could be the perfect find. Located in the heart of Cincinnati, the historic home is spacious and imposing, although at the moment it's currently a diamond in the rough. The once grand property dates back to 1879 and spans over 5,000 square feet across all 4 floors. There's an old kitchen, numerous living rooms, and 7 bedrooms, all kitted out with an eye-catching fixtures that the buyer will definitely want to preserve. These include the home's fireplaces, oversized bay windows, and natural timber floors. There's also a huge basement with 9-foot ceilings and 4 additional rooms with fireplaces and natural timber floors. With a low asking price, the home could well be worth an investment for an ambitious buyer, but it isn't for the faint of heart. Every single room is in a serious state of decay, and its likely structural work will be required, as well as a complete internal overhaul. As you can see from these photos, there's an abundance of mold, damp, and rot throughout the whole house. The promising period home is up for grabs with Coldwell Banker Realty for just $285,000. Are you up for the task of rescuing it? Up next, we have an untouched beauty in Chicago, Illinois. Built in 1910, this historic home was owned by the same family for over 80 years, according to the listing. Now for sale for just under $1.8 million, the unique property has quite the tale to tell. Featuring a grand and imposing exterior, the property has played host to a roster of famous names over the years. Sited in Hyde Park, a prime location within Chicago, Illinois, the 4-bedroom renovation project was reportedly once a home to Italian physicist Enrico Fermi, and also authors Saul Bellow and Norman MacLean, not to mention many others. It's not surprising then that this is one of the house with real grandeur, even looking this well in its current state of neglect. The original hardwood flooring, woodwork, doorways, and layout have been left untouched, while a grand entranceway leads you towards room upon room of peeling paintwork. Steeped in potential, the home's high ceilings and light-filled spaces could have their fortunes received once more in the hands of an experienced renovator. One of 3, this vintage bathroom boasts characterful curved ceilings above the bath area, cream tiling, and mint green accent paintwork. There's even plumbing available for the 4th bathroom and in the basement below. While the 3rd floor attic could be transformed into additional living area, it's hard to resist this Chicago beauty. Alright everyone, I think that's going to wrap this video up. Like I mentioned in the beginning, follow all my social media, and also 50% of the people who watch me don't subscribe. So just, if you're watching, just click the subscribe button. It's free. It means a lot. And then an alternative option would be to become a member, which costs a couple dollars, but then, you know, I'll be calling you guys, FaceTiming you guys. You get cool badges, you get exclusive videos. I'll be making videos that I can't show, like public channel. So you guys get a ton of cool features and by clicking here and becoming a member. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I love you guys. Thank you for the constant support. Feel free to share this video on anything, and I'll see you in the next video. Later.